Welcome to my channel. As a layperson, I'd like to share my understanding of Scripture with you. I'm looking at John 2, 1 to 10. It's the wedding feast at Cana. I'm only going to read a part of the first verse, and then you can read the rest yourself. And on the third day, there was a wedding in Cana of Galilee. Now, it seems odd that you're given such sparse information. It doesn't say what week, what month, anything like that. Well, it's not designed to do that. It's designed to point you to a future wedding in the future, which will be on the third day. In other words, after 2,000 years, it'll be the beginning of that, just after the 2,000 years. So this is a historical wedding pointing to a future wedding, a prophetic picture of Yeshua's wedding. Now it says there are 6 stone water pots. 6, of course, is the number of man. And the stone is because of the hardness of their heart. So he's pointing this out. You just have to look into it a little deeper. Now, the Jewish custom of purification, that's what this was. Filling up these water pots was not from God. They chose man's tradition over God's truth, or they added to God. Now, Yeshua said, fill them up. They filled them to the brim. Without him saying, fill them to the brim, this was another man's tradition. Now, he turned the water into wine. Thus, with the human tradition, when something else enters these water pots other than water, they were considered contaminated. So what was going on here? Well, Yeshua was honoring his Father by turning into the water into wine. It was an attack on man's tradition, and he was dishonoring the God of this world. Yeshua stayed faithful to his Father. He was all about doing his Father's will, and the water purification had nothing to do with that. It came strictly from a man-made religion. And since his time had not yet come, it says the waiter did not ask and the servants didn't tell, because he was out there exposing man's tradition, and since his time hadn't come yet, it went unnoticed. Now, in the future, the bridegroom Yeshua, he is the one that serves the good wine. That's why it says, you have saved the good wine until the end. But that's Yeshua. That's pointing again to the future when Yeshua serves the good wine in his kingdom with his bride when his wedding comes. Thank you for listening. If you enjoyed what you heard, share it with somebody. And if not, then you can share with everybody.